Hi everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Let me ask you something. How many of you have ever thrown away a plastic bottle and felt just a tiny pang of guilt? Don't worry, we've all been there. Today, we're going to learn how to protect the environment and maybe even make the world a little greener. Ready to dive in? Let's go. All right, let's start with our first keyword, recycle. Recycling means taking something old, like an empty soda can, and giving it a new life. Imagine your trash being transformed into something useful. That's the magic of recycling. For example, we can recycle paper, plastic, and glass to reduce waste. Did you know that in some countries, you can even get money for recycling bottles? Now, that's a win-win for you and the planet. So, what can you recycle at home? Any guesses? Next up is pollution. Sounds scary, right? Pollution happens when harmful things like smoke or chemicals mess up our air, water, or land. Think of a factory dumping waste into a river. It's not pretty. And it's not good for the fish either. Pollution is a big deal, especially in cities. Here's a question for you. How do you think we can reduce pollution in our neighborhoods? Hint is not just about driving less. And now, let's talk about nature. Nature is everything untouched by humans' forests, mountains, rivers, you name it. Imagine hiking through a green forest or watching a sunset on the beach. Beautiful, right? That's why we need to protect nature. It's like taking care of a priceless painting. It's irreplaceable. So, what's your favorite thing to do in nature? Hiking? Picnicking? Let's hear it. Here's our first key phrase. Let's reduce waste. This is a simple way to start helping the environment. For example, instead of throwing away plastic bags, why not use reusable ones? Or if you've got an old t-shirt, turn it into a cleaning cloth. Cutting down on waste isn't just eco-friendly, it's also kind of fun to get creative. So what's one way you can reduce waste this week? Our second phrase is, we should plant trees. Trees are like superheroes for the environment. They clean the air, provide shade, and even offer homes to animals. Imagine planting a tree in your backyard and watching it grow over the years. Cool, right? Plus, the more trees we plant, the better chance we have of fighting climate change. So, who's ready to grab a shovel and plant some trees? Let's check out a sample conversation about protecting the environment. Listen carefully and think about how you would respond.
How can we help the environment?
Let's reduce waste by recycling bottles and cans.
That's a great idea. We should also plant trees.
Yes, planting trees can make our neighborhoods cleaner.
And it's good for nature too.
Right. If everyone recycles and plants trees, we can stop pollution.
See how simple and effective that conversation was. Now, practice it with a friend or imagine your own dialogue. What would you say to inspire someone to help the planet? Let's break down that conversation. First, they talked about recycling to reduce waste easy and practical. Then, they suggested planting trees to clean the air and beautify the area. Finally, they connected these small actions to the big goal, protecting nature and stopping pollution. Notice how they worked together? This shows that teamwork makes environmental care easier and more impactful. So, how can you team up with others to help the planet? Now, let's think about what we can do to protect the environment. For starters, we can recycle, plant trees, and even clean up parks. But here's an interesting one: educating others. Imagine telling your friends or family about how recycling works or why planting trees matters. They might get inspired, and then they'll inspire someone else. It's like a ripple effect of eco-friendly goodness. So who can you talk to about protecting the environment this week? Why is planting trees important? Well, for one, they help clean the air. And if you've ever enjoyed a shady spot on a hot day, thank a tree for that. Trees also provide homes for animals and even help fight climate change. They're like multitasking environmental heroes. Imagine a world with no trees, no shade, no clean air, no chirping birds. Not great, right? So let's all agree to plant more trees and make the world a better place. Deal? Let's wrap it up with a quick review. Today, we learned some keywords like recycle, pollution, and nature. We also practice phrases like let's reduce waste and we should plant trees. Here's your homework. Try using these words and phrases in real-life situations. Maybe role-play the conversation with a friend, or just pay attention to how people talk about the environment around you. Small steps lead to big change. Now it's time to practice. Try the exercises on your screen and share your answers in the comments. Don't be shy, this is your chance to shine and show off what you've learned. Let's make protecting the environment part of our everyday lives. Go for it.